Going viral might just be the worst thing that could happen to your coaching brand. And I say this with a lot of evidence behind me. I've been coaching coaches online for well over a decade. I've been a coach for 25 years. I've helped 67 coaches achieve consistent 25K months. We've helped hundreds of coaches achieve consistent 5K plus months. And do you know what? None of them focused on virality. However, all of them have stability. They're attracting the right clients, clients that stay, clients that pay what they actually deserve and value in themselves. And they refer quality clients. These coaches have a business that they love running, a business that they can see running for a long time. And that's why I say with a lot of confidence that going viral is actually damaging the brand that you're trying to build. Now, on the flip side, if you are somebody that is dedicated to just being viral, chasing audience reach, and casting your net as wide as possible, this video really isn't for you. But if you're looking to attract the right people, the people that pay, the people that stay, the people that refer, and the people that get results, and you enjoy running that type of business, this video is really going to help you because it's going to give you my perspective on why viral actually isn't going to be the way that you want to go. Now, am I somebody that says that followers, views, attention, it's not important? Of course it is, but it's about having the right attention. Something that I call content depth. Whenever I create a video like this and I really speak to you, I'm wanting to speak to you deeply, connect with you on a deeper level. What I want to share with you is four key areas that really is actually causing your content or your brand to be destructed through viral content. And then I'm going to give you what I feel you need to be focused on if you actually want your content to work and attract the right types of clients. The first thing is that going viral, as in focusing on going viral, it's distracting you from your brand. Now, if you haven't actually got a conscious thought process of the brand, I'm just going to ask you a question. What do you want to be known for? I was only just talking to somebody this morning about other people in the industry, whether it's mentors or coaches, and you see people gravitating to different people because of what they're known for, right? That's one big important thing. What are they known for? But when you are going viral, think about this. You've got an established, credible coach that gets great results, puts great content out, and is known for coaching. And then on the flip side, you've got another coach that's putting viral content out there and they become known for their content. And yes, some of them get tens of thousands of views, millions of views, likes and likes. But people look at their content, they go, well, that's more of a viral account. But let me ask you this, what type of clients are you looking for? I'm looking for coaches that value brand building. I'm looking for coaches that value attracting the right types of clients. I'm looking for coaches that are actually already got paying clients. They actually want to charge what they're worth and they want to get really high quality results. But most importantly, they want to be known for their quality of coaching. So what ends up happening when you're constantly creating viral content? What ends up happening? You can become distracted from the brand, from the outcome, from the thing that you want to be known for. So I'm very intentional about my content. What do I want to be known for? I want to be known as the coach and the coach to coaches who cares about building a coaching brand, a long-term stable coaching brand. I care about you making money. I care about you saying, a client messaged us in our Facebook group this morning and said, I cannot believe I got somebody that said, I don't follow you for this. I follow you this because of you and your coaching and how much you care for your clients. I was like, that is exactly it. Viral content, you sit down and you become distracted. So your focus every day is on what can get me the biggest amount of reach, not on the flip side, what can help me to become known, credible, knowledgeable, and experienced enough for people to say, that's the reputation that you hold. The second thing, when you create viral content, you're casting your net as wide as possible. If you go fishing and throw a big net, then you pull everything up and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I got that. I can't believe that. And I got one of that, right? And then you go, I'm going to select my bait. I'm going to select my hook. I'm not a fisherman. I don't know necessarily what I'm on about when it comes to fishing, but I do know that if you get the right rod, you get the right line, you get the right hook, you get the right bait, you go into the right location, you're going to go and catch a sea bass, for example, in the right location. Go and cast a net and just drag it behind a boat. You pull up anything, right? When you choose the viral route, and I'm not the guy that's been doing this for 2 years. I'm the guy that's been doing this since Instagram and Facebook first started. So I have hundreds of clients that we've worked with, and we watch them. You know, you see other people. I came to you, Mark, because I've been trying the viral route and it doesn't work. It's not attracting the right type of clients. In fact, I can't stand what I'm doing. I'm like, I know. So how do you attract your right client? Well, you talk to them. You understand what they want to achieve. You understand who they are. You understand their psychographics. You understand their obstacles. You actually speak to them about the consequences of, you know, what they're doing right now and where they want to get to. So when you start doing that properly within your content, like if you go back to point number one, it distracts you from the brand you're trying to build. If you don't talk consistently, like I'm doing to you now, about everything that you want versus what you're doing right now that's not getting you what you want, I'm not really going to attract the right people. When my team get on sales calls, when my team are coaching the clients that we work with, they're like, thank you, Mark, because everything you're saying is attracting the right person. So the second thing is that you are attracting the wrong type of person. Now, at any point as I go through this, there is the opposing side to creating viral content. So that basically means that you need to have the architecture of an offer, and you need to understand how to communicate in a psychological way to your target audience. And I built something called the Offer Architect. It actually builds the offer for you and gives you a structured framework of how your content needs to be put together to attract the right types of person. The reason why most coaches are trying to go viral right now is to attract people, right? That's casting your net wide. It's the offer and how you speak psychologically to your audience within your content that attracts the right person. And I put together the Offer Architect. It's an actual custom GPT that I built with my intellectual knowledge behind the scenes, which takes you through the process of building the Offer Architect. You'll have a 4 or 5 page document that gives you absolute crystal clarity of how you communicate with your target audience, meaning that you're not going to get distracted with viral content or content that's not aligned to who you want to attract. So just click the link in the description, download that incredibly valuable resource. The third thing is, think about this for a second. You're walking down the street and you see some clown in the window, and there's a hotel, right? And he goes, come in, get some food. And the kids are like, yeah, let's go in there, let's go in. You're not immediately going to think that is going to be one of the most expensive Michelin-star restaurants. You're going to more than likely think it's more funny, and you see from that attention-grabbing process that they're using that you're just going to go into a normal restaurant. Now, flip that on its head. You go past a 5-star hotel, and you look and you're like, wow. And then there's like expensive cars outside. There's people walking in the restaurant, and you're like, man, that's proper. And you know immediately when you go in that, you know, just like when you go in a 5-star hotel, things in here are not going to be cheap. So you have what's called the perceived value of a brand. The entertaining clown, perceived value of the brand, the restaurant behind it, low. High wealth, people, status, wow, high value brand. So if you are going down the route of just this versus that and entertainment versus this, you're not actually going to be somebody that's going to attract somebody that's looking for high quality, that's ready to spend more money. So you're going to attract people, not always going to be the right people. Very often that's why coaches that are doing viral content strategies, like always struggling to raise their prices. I'm somebody that's raised my price year after year after year after year, right? All throughout my whole career. The coaches we work with charge more money because they attract the right types of people, because viral might often be the worst thing that will happen to your coaching brand, because point number 3 is that it devalues the service. Why it devalues the service is because people are attracted by cheap, and entertaining stuff is cheap, and you don't want that to devalue your service. And point number 4, which is really, really important, it erodes your identity. Now, your identity is a combination of your actions and behaviors to get a desired outcome. So for example, if I identify as a credible, experienced, professional business coach, having been in the industry 25 years, I maintain my identity status by creating videos like this. But I don't create my identity status or maintain my identity status by being all silly, right? I'm very direct, I'm very professional, I create professional content, I speak directly to my audience, I have credibility, I have authority, and I hold that ground. I maintain my identity level. By maintaining my identity level, it actually maintains and elevates my brand status. On the flip side, if you are creating content every single day, content you don't believe in, your actions and behaviors are opposite to the brand that you want to be known for. Your actions and behaviors are creating viral content, creating attention, and it's not aligned because your perception is, well, I'll create more of that, I'll get more views, but you're eroding your identity in the process. When I see people that are maintaining their identity status, they are not devaluing their brand and their service by shifting across to viral content. So think of it like this. Viral content is going to distract you from your brand. Viral content will attract the wrong types of clients. Might attract volume, but it attracts the wrong types of clients. It devalues your service and it erodes your identity. Now, I'm going to say a caveat to this. When I say viral, I posted a carousel of my family the other day and it did incredibly, incredibly well. But it was all maintained within my brand identity. I've got friends of mine that post bodybuilding videos and training and carousel, and it blows up. They get 1,000, 2,000 views, likes, and they get tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people. But all of the content that they're putting out, it's getting virality with an identity intact. But it's not that they've gone up viral because they've just been entertaining. It's very, very different. And I stand by this. And do you know why I can stand by this? Someone said to me the other day on a call, is like, how do you know I can do this? And I said, because I've been doing it longer than most. I have more evidence stacked up underneath me of the hundreds of coaches, not only 67 that have got to 25K consistent plus months, that's pounds, not dollars. Many of them have gone 30, 40, 50. But I've got hundreds of coaches that have done 5K up to 5K plus months, right? So this is evidential. Now on the flip side, you've got coaches that go viral, great, and they do well. But they're exhausted, they get tired, they get frustrated, they don't enjoy what they're creating, it's not aligned to them, they're not attracting the right types of clients, clients that don't pay, clients that don't stay, and clients that don't refer. And then eventually they're just gonna get to the point where I'm like, I just don't enjoy doing this. And don't forget, think about virality as like a tactic. Right? People are jumping on all these different tactics, and from one day to the next, you create different content. There's, that works right now, this works right now. But guess what? Some of the best brands in the world, the best hotels, best clothing brands, Tom Ford, Ralph Lauren, they've stayed within their brand identity. They think long term. Viral content's like, what's here today and gone tomorrow? And you're constantly distracting yourself from the brand that you truly want to be known for. Yes, you might make some money in the short term, but in the long term, it's not going to pay dividend. Okay, it's not going to pay dividend. And I know that from credibility and from experience. Now, as I said to you, getting distracted from this type of content throws you off, creates the brand that is not aligned to what you want to build. So that's why I put the offer architect together. It actually will help you get crystal clear with your offer, your positioning, your messaging, align that with your content so you don't get distracted, you don't devalue your service, and you don't erode your identity in the process. All you need to do is click the link in the description, download it, and as always, if you found this video helpful, click like, click subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.